Everybody, I got a lot of people said that they would love to see the tutorial about how I created that really cool video of Tara and the AI voice that was hers, but it wasn't actually hers. It just sounded exactly like hers. Let's get a picture of me going up here. So I'm going to walk you through this, and it's a little bit technical, but I think we'll be able to walk through it and make it happen. So the first thing I did was I went into ChatGPT because I needed to have a script for this particular home. So I went in, and the best way I thought to accomplish that would be to go into the home. I need to grab the floor plan for this particular property. So I'm doing a different property just to show you how it was done. So anything could happen here. We're live, folks. So I'm going to import those into ChatGPT. I've got two floors here, so I'm going to ask it to do floor one first. So look at the following floor plans and create a YouTube script. Create a YouTube script creating a virtual tour of the home. Start on the main floor with the living room starting point, and then move to the lower floor. Okay, let's see how that comes out for us. So it's coming out with a script here for us. It's giving me all the things that I would need to create this video, but I'm just going to grab the dialogue out of it. And I'll probably edit it a little bit because I don't necessarily need to know the shots. Now, one of the neat things about this is you could get a little more detailed. I'm speeding this up, but I could upload some photos of the different rooms too and ask it to do some dialogue about the rooms with the photos. I don't have to just do the floor plan, right? I can do all of it. Okay, so it's done writing the whole thing for me. And you can see it's done like what I should be doing, like panning to the different rooms and transitioning to the different rooms. But I'm just going to grab the narrator text out of it. I can ask ChatGPT to do that for me, but it's only going to take me a second, and I have to move it over to 11 Labs anyway. So give me 1 second, and I will grab all of that. Okay, so I've pasted all of this in here. You can see from start to finish. I'm going to go through and edit it, and then we're going to move to the next tool. Okay, we've edited this, so I'm going to copy it out of here, and we're going to go to the next tool. So the next tool that I use for creating this is 11 Labs. You guys can see a little bit. So 11 Labs is a voice synthesizing tool. You can upload videos or audio of yourself, and it will record it, which is really cool. Once it records it, or once it synthesizes it, you can make it sound like anything that you want. So you can see I've got voices that I can pick here. So I have Tara that's already in here, but there's a ton of different voices. Like they have a voice library of different voices you can be able to use. But for us, we're going to use Tara's voice right here. So, okay, I realized that I didn't show how I actually cloned Tara's voice. So I'm tossing this into the middle of the video of me doing the script because I want you to see how we actually cloned Tara's voice. It's super easy. So when you're in 11 Labs, you have the choices under voices. This page will come up, and these are the voices that you like to use. You can add a new voice by cloning it and going to instant voice cloning. It's going to ask me for a video, so I'm going to call this one Tom Lyons. Okay, let's upload this file here. Good. No, I don't need any labels. I here confirm that I have all the rights to do this, and then add voice. And so it's going to analyze, it's going to upload the video, and then it's going to analyze my voice on it. So there we go. So I want to use this voice. And let's just take this same tour that you're going to hear Tara say in a minute. And you can just hear me say it, and then we'll go back and we'll switch to Tara. Welcome to our virtual tour of this stunning family home at 71 Country Charm, featuring a seamless blend of comfort and style. Today we'll explore both. So you can see that's not me speaking, like but it's really close. It's my tone intonation. So I would change a little bit of the stability and a little bit of the similarity or style exaggeration to try and get it to sound a little bit more like my cadence, the speed that I talk at, that sort of idea. But that's all it is to generate your voice. You just have to find the right file and upload some audio of you speaking. And then I literally just have to paste this text in. So now we have the text for all of it, and we can ask it to generate its first time. So you have these choices over here, and you have these models, all the different ones. The best model that I found is the 11 multilingual V2 for creating the real estate ones. This one, the English one, the straight English one, is it's a little too rigid, I guess might be the word. Like you don't get a lot of nuance in the voice, which is too bad. Same with the 11 multilingual V2. The turbo is really fast. Like it just pumps it out really, really quickly. But again, it's clearly not a natural voice, while the multilingual is. So let's generate this and see what we come up with. Okay, so we switched back to Terra, and there's a couple things that we're going to want to cover before we get started. One is the model over here on the right-hand side. I'm using the 11 multilingual V2, and I find it has the most nuance to the voice that we're using. So I think that's a really important one to pay attention to. I have used the 11 English V1 and I've used the 11 multilingual V1, so plain English and then multilingual, and I've used the 11 Turbo V2, and all three of these are more rigid in the voice and don't sound quite as natural. So until they come out with another model, this is the one that I'm sticking with. Let's generate the voice.
Welcome to our virtual tour of this stunning family home at 71 Country Charm, featuring a seamless blend of comfort and style.
We've got some of Tara's voice, which is great. It's starting to sound pretty good. We can adjust our stability and our similarity and our style exaggeration to be a little bit more natural, which is important. You can turn off speaker boost. It slows it down and it makes minimal difference in how the voice comes out. So you can just speed things up by turning that off. So the things I'm going to be looking for now is if it says things correctly or doesn't. So you can see in this sentence, the original script came out 11 feet 4 inches, but it was just using the symbols, right? So a quotation and an apostrophe to create that. And it's not going to say it correctly. You're going to hear that.
At 11:4 by 12:4, it offers ample space.
So did you hear that? It's like 11.4 by 12.4 as opposed to actually saying it. So to fix that, we have to do what I did above, right? We have to change this to feet, and we have to change this to inches. Or if we're doing meters, we would have to change it to meters. That's our idea. So you're going to have to listen to all of it. We're not going to do that today. But you need to listen to all of it to see where it says things incorrectly. And a really good example is it tends to not want to say Tara Lions. It wants to say Tara Lions. And that's not how we pronounce our name. So we have to spell it differently in here so it says it correctly. I have to go, Tara's name is Tara Lyons. I actually have to spell it Terra for Terra, terra firma. And then I need to say the phone number as each individual number, not as a full phone number of 613-922-3200. I have to go 9 space 2 space 2 space 3 space 2 space 0 space 0 to get it correct. The same with our website. I have to spell it out not the way that we would normally spell it to get it to say it correctly. So there's just these little things that you do to get it to pronounce things correctly. Nobody's seeing the text because it's just sound, right? Okay, so that's how we get it in here. Once we've got it sounding the way that we want, all we need to do is go down here to the bottom left and we go download, and it downloads our file for us, and then we move that to the video editing software, which I'm going to show you next. Okay, so we're in a program called CyberLink Power Director. I really like using it on the PC. It's not a Mac program, but I use it for the PC. And it's similar to like Adobe Premiere. I find it a little faster to use, and it's a lot less expensive. They have an entire suite. There's a photo editor. There's all sorts of great stuff, but it's the same sort of idea. Anyway, I've loaded up a video of a tour for us. So you can see I removed the audio, but this is basically it. This is this home. We're going to take Tara's voiceover and we're going to add it to this video. I'm going to show you how. So you would just literally drag this file into here, and this is the 11 Labs file here. Let's cut that out, and I'm just going to drag it in here. So right off the bat, it's not going to match.
Welcome to our virtual tour of this stunning family home at 71 Country Charm, featuring a seamless blend of comfort and style. Today, we'll explore both floors, starting right here in the heart of the home.
So you can see that doesn't quite match. So
Floors.
I could do that, like I could pause right there, and then I'm just going to cut and move it to where we're actually in the house.
Starting right here in the heart of the home. Starting right here in the heart of the home, the living room. This spacious living room, measuring an impressive 1708 by 1611, is the perfect space for relaxation and entertainment. Notice the large windows that bathe the room in natural light, emphasizing the expansive feel.
So what I would do now is I would cut up this audio to match the rooms that it's actually talking about. And I would finish, and then when I'm done, I would export it. But that's it. I'm not going to take you through the whole process of cutting up a video because it's a little bit different for each piece of software and obviously for each different home. But the idea is that this was it. Now it's a matching voice to Tara's. I've got it overlaying on top of the actual video of the home tour. Could be done. You could do this ahead of time too, right? Like you could create the entire script ahead, and then you would know how you want to film the home when you go in and do the walkthrough, because you can do it in the same order that the audio was generated in, which I think is a really great way to do it, and would give you a better idea of what to film and how to film it, because it tells you in the script that ChatGPT created where you should be doing your pans, that sort of idea. If you're thinking about doing it that way, I think what a great way to do it. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. I hope it was helpful. A little bit was live, so it's a little bit chopped up, but if you have any questions about it, feel free to give me a holler or put it in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer. Thanks a lot.